I'm recording. Are you there?
Yeah, I am. I'm recording. Hello.
Okay, cool. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Have I told you about the Japanese woman that I work with?
A little bit. I think I've actually met her once, like very
Oh my
briefly.
god, you did meet her!
I did, yeah.
I forgot about that. Her name is Shizu. She's ridiculous. And she, for about, 6 months, you'd be like, hey, Shizu, and she'd go, hi. And I just thought she was just, enthusiastically responding. And then I realized that hi means yes in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
And that was after I watched Terrace House. Have you watched Terrace House?
I have not.
Oh my god! You consider yourself a pop culture mogul.
No, I'm very uncultured, actually.
Did your phone just vibrate?
It did. I'm gonna put this on the bed so you don't hear that nonsense. Anywho, I was looking for a stick of gum.
I'm drinking apricot wheat beer.
Wheat, yeah.
But I still have the rest
There's
of that bottle
there's a
of wine
moment
right
where
here.
it looked like you were talking into the bottle.
Hello. For the people who aren't watching, I just held the bottle up to myself like a microphone. Oh, people didn't sign up for this. Maybe it's why no one listens. Except, who's listened?
Fran, maybe some randos who, retweeted me. I asked some Marvel buddies to I write for a Marvel website, MCU Exchange, and I was like, hey, retweet this, because I want people to see this. And there is one, I'm going to find this right now, but there's one Twitter account that was like, oh, this seems like a very interesting thing that I would like to be a part of. And it was some random Runaways, fan Twitter account. And it's like, cool, I like that, but, who are you?
Because we started the trend in the world's only Runaways recap podcast.
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty in the,
Have you searched it?
No.
Podcasts?
Honestly, I'm too lazy to. The only one that matters is ours. So,
Runaways. TV talk. Runaways. Oh, there are many. Oh, there are only 4.
That's a good number, I think.
Oh my god, this one's in German. I don't think it's about. I don't think it's about the TV show. It's just called Runaways.
Maybe it's about them running away from Germany. Anyway,
I didn't like this episode. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was kind of boring, and then it ended, and I was like, "Was that it?"
I was kind of disappointed that we finally got to the school, but we saw the beginning of the day and the end of the day.
And then he quit the lacrosse team, so there goes that plot device.
Yeah, right. I did like that one random lady who was talking to Carolina and was like, "Yeah, what did she call her? A lacrosse ruining slut." Which I thought was just a stupid phrase.
That was the stupidest conversation. It's like they were trying to be stereotypical, this is the cool teen girl, but she wasn't. No one's ever had conversations like that.
You're ruining lacrosse.
Also, how is it that, just the fact that they were you slut having this threesome... That just, it did not compute for me.
It seemed like the coach was trying to cover it up because of the team, and none of that worked with me.
I feel like in a classic TV show like this one, they would have used that as a much more extended plot arc. But instead it was just Greg Sulkin witnesses the lacrosse team, coach lecturing them, and then it's I quit!
Yeah.
I quit for you, Carolina, for our sexual tension and your glowy arms.
Your glowy arms. Yeah, there's a bit of rewinding back, because there was, I think the beginning had Spike literally lose a girl from his kidnapping van.
Wait, but we already, I'm looking at my notes and we already skipped a lot. So
we
it
did?
starts
Okay.
with,
I thought that was near the beginning of the episode.
It was near the beginning, but a lot happened before then.
The flashback of Amy.
The flashback of Amy.
That was the opening, yeah. That was literally the beginning of the...
framed as she committed suicide.
Yeah. And that's something we didn't know before.
And then Mika was reading her diary, and she was like, oh, she was happy, so it obviously wasn't suicide. And, like, apparently she died on the night of a Pride meeting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Shady.
and then... Right? Exactly as expected. And then they have that 5-way Skype call. In the magical, like, futuristic Skype world.
I mean, Google Hangout, you can just do that anyway.
But it definitely wasn't Google Hangout.
Yeah, no, it was like literally the tech that like Nico's mom created. It was like Wizzy or something like that.
Oh, right, and it just goes, you're receiving a call. Receiving a call.
Yeah.
And then they all have tablets. I forget that they're all, like, supposedly super rich in this.
Yeah, they're all...
So they just, like, have all the new modern tech.
Yeah, and they all use the same font, because I don't know, whenever I read, like, computer and tech and, like, phone stuff, I just, that's all the same weird, stupid-looking font. Very small detail, but I just keep noticing it every single episode. Well, as
someone who loves fonts, I definitely think it would have been safer for them to just stick with a classic Helvetica.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just stick with Helvetica. It's what all of the phones use. It'll make it look like it's real, and people will only vaguely be like, oh, look at this fake Android. Which is how I feel. I'm like, these buffoons would use iPhones. They would have the blue bubbles.
Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what exists in this universe in real life, because, like...
Yeah. Do they use Facebook? Instagram? Twitter?
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of Lyft in this show.
Okay, they're definitely sponsored by Lyft. Yeah. They're 100% sponsored by Lyft.
I saw the Lyft logo on the car that picked up
to the
Nico,
point that I, like, wrote it down. I was like, they're 100%. It's the LA Tourism Board and Lyft.
Yes, and
Lyft, they're always like, oh, I'll grab a Lyft now.
I guess I'll wait for my Lyft now.
Outside. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Do you imagine, does Lyft come to your area? Like,
yeah.
Your suburban
I can
area?
take a Lyft, yeah.
What would that, how would that have changed our world in high school if Lyft had existed then?
Yes, I mean, I was an unusual case where I kind of lived a little too far away from my high school. But that probably would have worked out for a lot of people, I think. Do you know there was a kid because I went to a rich all-boys private school. There was a dude who rode a horse to school.
Where did he keep his horse?
The school, like, they built a stable for the horse because this family's, like, rich.
VVV rich.
Yeah. No, there was, like, a local news report about this. Anyway...
In contrast, my high school in suburban upstate New York, no one was particularly rich, because I went to a large public school, but we had something that everyone called Truck Row, where all of the people who drove trucks to school would, like, pickup trucks, would arrive early and park their pickup trucks backwards into spots along the road, and then hang out and play loud music until, like, 7:40 when the bell rang.
That's pretty dope.
And everyone called it Truck Row.
I'm alright with that. That's cooler than the horse thing.
Yeah, it was just sort of like... When people don't realize that there are parts of New York that are kind of hickish, then I'm like, oh, did you know about Truck Row?
Let me tell you about Truck Row.
And I never got to school early enough, so I had to park on the dirt.
Aww.
It's fine.
Where you belong? No,
I also drove this minivan. Did you know about my minivan?
No, I also drove a minivan. It was my mom's minivan.
It was also my mom's minivan.
Oh my god.
But, like, my mom, instead of getting a car for my sister and me, just bought herself a new car and gave us the minivan.
That's fair.
So
I mean, my parents didn't even get a new car. Yeah.
And I was, like, so embarrassed and ashamed about having to drive this minivan to school all day, every day. That I covered it in liberal bumper stickers. and drove
That'll
that
make
around.
up for it.
And about 6 months in, someone turned to me and they were like, "Wait, you're the owner of the atheist minivan?" And we like created like a nice bonding moment where she was like, "I thought I was the only atheist at Shen," and I was like, "Nope, it's just you and me." Anyway, that's a tangent.
All aboard the atheist minivan.
Also, aren't all of them like over 16? Shouldn't they be able to drive?
Drive, yeah. I mean,
and they're rich,
like,
so they should have cars.
I mean, Alex drives, right? Because like he has car alarm at the end.
Yeah. But Nico should have her own car, and Gert should at least have a car to drive her and Molly around.
Yeah. Now she just has a Raptor. I liked the
How much do you bet she's gonna get a saddle to ride on the Raptor?
I don't think I don't think a Raptor's big enough to ride. But I don't know.
You're just not ambitious enough.
I've never seen a Raptor in person, so
that Raptor was like definitely taller than Molly and Gert.
Yeah. I'm really sad that Gert stopped her right before she punched the Raptor, because I would like to say that I saw in this show someone punching a Raptor.
Well, she did like attack the Raptor.
Yeah, like hit this. Yeah, that was all right. The CGI
that wasn't acceptable to you.
It was all right. I know. It just she was ready to go though. This is gonna be a full fight here.
Okay, so Gert's power definitely has to do with like dinosaur control.
Yeah,
Molly's...
let's say telepathy, or, like, commands. Molly's super strength. Chase's... Greg Sulkin's gonna have the Fistigons, I think is what he called them.
That was the stupidest sounding name. But I'm, like, nervous he's gonna be overly influenced by his father's evil ways.
Yeah, his father was just... He's, like, clearly the most evil dude in this show, but he is also, like, one of the most incompetent ones.
I disagree. Okay. I had a realization this episode.
Yeah?
Tina/Asian mom, I think she's the ultimate evil. I think she's one of the few that is, like, genuinely evil.
She's a pretty cold-hearted bitch.
Like, I would say, like, she and Spike are the most evil of all of them.
Yeah.
Maybe, and the rest just have confused motives. And then, like, Alex's dad, we find out, went to prison for murder.
But he seems to be doing okay these days. He's, like, the only one with a conscience, it seems, when it comes to killing randos.
I don't know, the nerd parents.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, they're the ones trying to get away.
To their, like, villa in the Yucatan.
Yes.
That was given to them by Molly's parents. So there was definitely, they were definitely, like, the closest pair.
Right. And now without them, like, everyone's like, why are these two still around here?
Yeah, and one of the questions Molly had for, like, who was it, Alex's mom? Was, like, did my parents do experiments on me? Yeah. So Molly's parents must have been involved in similar, like, biogenetic type things.
Yeah. Let's see. I really should take notes like you do, because I'm, like, forgetting and I literally just saw it too, so I'm forgetting the order of, like, what stuff happened.
It appears that Spike has a girl tied up in his creepy white van.
Yeah. How did she get out of there? What the fuck is
wrong with this dude? And I bet she's gonna, like, go to the police. Something bad is gonna happen with that.
Yeah, but then they got a detective dude there for them, who's just, like, he just cleans everything up, it seems.
Right. Okay. The guy who cleans everything up. Okay, who was the homeless guy that attacked Spike and Hot Asian Dad?
I thought it was just some homeless dude. Was it?
I have a theory.
Okay.
I think that homeless dude was the guy that Tina Asian Mom was paying off.
Oh, that scene totally... I had no clue who that dude was.
Yeah.
The guy with the beard and the tattoos?
Yeah, I think that was the homeless guy.
I was so confused by, like, wait,
so
who is
I
this
think
guy?
that she hired him to, like, screw up the plan of High Asian Dad and Spike.
But their plan was, like, it was everyone's plan. They're gonna just get some dude to sacrifice, right?
But she must have a different plan.
Yeah, I'm, like, wondering,
like, she wants to sacrifice someone
reason...
else. Like, maybe Nico?
Yeah, because it seems like the pattern was, like, oh, they're all, like, young Runaways, and like that was just some random homeless dude.
Yeah.
But what are the odds? Because they just chose random guys. So like, what are the odds that it'll be someone that she paid off?
I
think it's a little too much.
Everything is possible in this show, though.
A lot of things are possible.
You just
like
need
rooting
to
lacrosse is possible.
That was one thing that happened. Is that okay? So Carolina and Gert were on this mission to be like, our family's innocent, la la la, and whatever. That's not going to last for very long.
Yeah, I think it lasted literally the entirety of this episode, and it ended.
And then it ended because Gert because Gert got that thing on the C-3PO, no, R2-D2.
Yeah, the R2-D2, yeah.
Memory drive.
No, your Star Wars. Yeah, I thought it was kind of pointless for them to kind of, because, you know, by episode 3, they're together, they're a group, I guess, and then the fourth one, like, you know, Greg Sulkin isn't talking to Gert at school and kind of being a dick again, even though he doesn't really have anyone to impress, and they're, like, splitting off into different factions.
All of this happened, like, I'm assuming the first episode was on Friday.
Right. And this is, like, Monday.
We're, like, it's Monday.
Yeah.
And all of this stuff just happened over the weekend. Which is why Gert was literally like, it feels like I passed out those flyers for my anti-patriarchy.
Oh, yeah.
My anti-patriarchy club, like...
I thought that the shirt would...
I'm with Gert.
Now this shirt doesn't bring me sadness anymore, I think was the line.
That's true. Do you remember that line? I don't know if we talked about this, but I think it was the last episode, Nico says to her parents, you guys haven't had a date since the Obama
administration, yeah.
And I'm like, you say that like the Obama administration was like 10
years ago. Yeah,
it was in January. Yeah. It feels like it's been years.
Yeah,
but...
how timely, right? God,
no.
God, 2017. It's been a goddamn mess. But that's beside the point.
You know, I would argue that it has only been slightly less of a mess than 2016 was, though. Slightly more? Just a mess. Equal?
Yeah, I would just call this 2016 Part 2. 2016, the sequel.
The follow-up.
Yes.
The epilogue.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die at the end.
Yeah.
Alex has started carrying around his gun. Because he needs to protect himself.
Is that his superpower? Because we were going to the superpower, so that there was Raptor, Fisticons, glowy lights, super strength.
He seems to be able to do stuff with computers.
A gun. But I don't know.
He can decrypt things.
Yeah, it's not really a superpower. Like,
I wrote in all caps, is it about to get steamy with Greg and Carolina? It didn't.
There was that one shot
there was
where
a nice little light caressing.
The sun was in the center of them, and they were, like, very close to each other.
And then their hands touched when she was glowing, and he was like, I'm scared.
Yeah.
His acting was absurdly bad in that scene. With the glowy...
Does Carolina have an accent? Because whenever like she talks, I'm always scratching my head. Like, there's always something off about the way she talks.
She's in a cult. I expect you to accept that as the answer.
Scientology accent. So I read online. It was like an Entertainment Weekly article of the showrunners, you know, who also did the OC, and they were saying that a change from the comics was that Carolina's family, they're not aliens.
So what is she?
I don't know. I don't know what this glowy stuff actually is, because like they're going a little farther into it, but they're taking baby steps, because we know now they know it's there, but they don't know what it actually does yet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems harmless because they were touching each other very gently, and nothing happened to him.
One thing.
So I don't know. It doesn't seem as useful as super strength yet, or a raptor.
What we haven't discussed is the kind of development of Carolina's mother.
What was that? What was that?
Yeah, okay. So they're in the meditation room in Quilt's quote-unquote meditation room. Mm-hmm. And she's, like, sitting with him and she's praying. The creepy Yoda man. Not Yoda,
mm-hmm. The wrinkly dude.
The wrinkly dude. No, I was trying to remember the other Star Wars comparison I made
the Emperor. That was the Emperor.
The Emperor. Yeah. The creepy Emperor dude.
Yeah.
So we're watching her, like, pray for him, and then, like, she's like, it's not working, this is the worst you've ever been. And then, like, undresses?
He's like, he wants to be warm or something? I heard the word warm, I think.
Oh, it just felt absurdly sexual to me.
And then, she took off her clothes, and then she went under the sheets, and then there was, like, glowing from the blanket. Like,
I think I, like, turned away because it made me feel uncomfortable. There was
glowing coming out. She was kind of, like, up close to him and, like, kind of had her arm around him, and then there was glowing. I was like,
I've been in lots of scenarios in the last 24 hours where, like, something happened in my life where I just, like, felt really intense embarrassment as if, like, everyone was watching me be embarrassed.
Right.
Because I saw Call Me By Your Name last night.
Yeah.
And when I texted you, thank you. Gay. And, like, there are a couple scenes, and it was, like, a really packed theater, and there are a couple scenes where there's, like, a lot happening, and I was just like, oh my god, don't let anyone near me, and the man sitting next to me was, like, deeply breathing, but I think I only noticed that he was deeply breathing during the sex scenes. Other than that, like, he was probably deeply breathing the entire episode. There was also, someone smelled a lot like smoke, and then there were lots of crying gays, but anyway, it was just, like, I've just been having lots of feelings of, like,
I was really afraid when you started that sentence that you were saying, like, there are a lot of times in my life where and then I was like, wait, did you also have creepy, like,
creepy sex with
with a wrinkly old dude?
A wrinkly churchman? No.
Churchman.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I haven't. I have not.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So they said 15 years they've been doing this with, like, getting the Runaways and sacrificing kids to this wrinkly guy. Mm-hmm. So then, I guess what we had to find out is what happened 15 years ago.
Well, so all of the kids were, like... How old is Molly? Do you think she's, like, 14 or 15?
That seems right.
And then the rest of them are, like, 17.
Did she grow up? Oh, yeah, she was a little kid. She was, like, a little wee child during that funeral scene, like, last episode.
6.
Yeah.
They didn't talk about masturbation or kinks.
No masturbation,
but did they really need to talk about kinks when we witnessed Church Mom?
Yeah.
We saw the kinks. There was no further
fewer follow-up. Undertones, more overtones.
The thing is about this show is that every single episode we're like, okay, they talked about this, they talked about that. When are they going to start talking about vor? Soft vor. Furries.
Yeah, this show seems like pretty aware of, like, modern stuff and things that kids talk about, or millennials talk about, rather.
What's the kink for wanting to get with a girl who's glowing rainbow? Because Greg Sulkin has that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make up a word for that now, I think.
Oh, I'm sure it exists.
Yeah. I'm not gonna search for it, but you know what? Let's say that
I just searched Rainbow's kink.
Right.
Or would it be a fetish? Rainbow's fetish? Did you know I had a friend in high school who thought that the word fetish was just like when you really, really liked something? Update! Aww. Oh no! I discovered something worse! I'm not gonna share it. It's called a rainbow shower. And
okay,
all
you know what? Don't tell me.
Is vomit play. Anyway, continuing. Chris is making
Marvel's Runaways.
Marvel's Runaways. I had a friend in high school who thought that fetish was just what you would say when you really, really liked something. So she turned to us one day and she's like, guys, I definitely have a quilt fetish. And we were like, no, you don't. I don't sure hope you don't. Quilt fetish. Abort mission. Abort.
Eject.
I'm sorry about reading Rainbow's kink. Oh God.
Is that when you really, really like LeVar Burton?
Oh no. I don't like this.
This is the worst rabbit hole we've gone down on for this podcast. I already missed the Instagram profiles.
What was the one, Justin Bieber? Would you bone? Yes or no?
Yep, that was the whole thing last episode.
Oh, yeah, Chris sent me a tweet, Chris/you, sent me a tweet that was about, wanting to bone vampires. And you were
counterpoint.
Just like, are you involved?
It was a response to another article about how they don't want to bone vampires.
Read any of the articles.
Yeah, just the headline is fine.
Dead against being in relationships with vampires, but boning is okay.
Right, yeah, just...
Obviously.
That seems like the consensus, I think. On the whole, would you a vampire debate?
Far too many vampires books. And watch all of Buffy.
Yeah.
Anyway, onward.
What
else happened in this episode?
They went to the police station.
Between Carolina and Greg Sulkin. They did go to the police station. And they're all, involved in the police. Who was it that they saw at the police station?
It was the dude who, covered things up when Amy died in that opening. Mm-hmm. I don't really like it when shows are, they introduce that detective guy in the beginning, and then he becomes important later in the episode. I always think that's a very rushed and... kind of contrived way to do stuff, because now this dude's just something really important, because I'm gonna assume he's involved in Alex getting kidnapped at that last scene.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't know, he looks like some generic old white bald evil looking unhappy dude.
Yeah, and the way that they introduced him was not very well done.
Yeah, it didn't register to me that that's why she left the police station, because she saw that guy. It took until actual dialogue. That's the guy from Amy's when she died.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little sloppy.
That could have been better.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, going back to the church family, I assume she was just telling what's his name, Kip Pardue. We found out that's his name last episode.
Right, church dad.
Yeah, right. Kip Fondue.
Oh, right. How did you just make up Fondue?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, Pardue is the... but he was...
Kip Fondue?
Yes. That, oh, yeah, you're ready to go? It seemed she was just on the spot, so she just had to make something up, because, that's not gonna happen, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering where that's gonna lead, because, I don't know, this dude has to be important at some point. We still haven't figured out why he's out of the know.
Right. I have this feeling that he's not Carolina's father.
Ooh. Why do you think that?
Yeah. Well, we've never seen them interact. But that's not a good reason.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you know what we forgot to talk about?
Yeah.
Also, my door, I just realized my door is open, and I think one of my roommates is home. Last episode, yes. I went on some tangent about
Justin Bieber.
My aunt's boyfriend. And then couldn't remember how I got to that point. My aunt's boyfriend's 71. And the reason I got to this point is because he met my friend Alex, who happens to be my hairdresser, and my friend Alex does my aunt's hair and my cousin's hair, and now her boyfriend's hair, and he even dyed her boyfriend's hair, and I was like, oh, actors really do dye their hair. Mm-hmm. So basically that was the entire tangent. That,
you gotta look good for those telenovelas.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Okay, so that was like, I texted you the next day being like, I remembered how I got
all
here.
caps,
like,
yeah, like...
We're gonna have to, that'll be the first thing we talk about when we record.
Yeah,
close enough. It felt very relevant. I was also listening to the podcast at work and like laughing at jokes that I made, and it felt like the biggest narcissist moment. I was like, wow, I really do think I'm funny.
Oh, yeah, I can't listen to myself. I think I already laugh at my own jokes, like, within the podcast itself, so, like, it's really redundant and pointless at that point.
Yes.
Yeah, this episode was, it felt like a necessary transitional thing, like we learned stuff, but
it wasn't the best.
Not really, no.
What are our predictions?
Fistigons. What they called. Oh my god, it's so stupid.
I think that Greg Sulkin and his dad are gonna have like a large bonding moment, and then Greg Sulkin's dad's gonna take responsibility for all of his ideas, and then that'll be the end of their bonding.
Ooh, yeah, and then he's gonna steal his shit probably and become like a tech superhero dude.
No, he's gonna die.
Wait, Greg Sulkin or Greg Sulkin's
dad?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, I was saying Greg Sulkin would steal the shit.
Oh, no, Spike is gonna die. Greg Sulkin's gonna, he's gonna, like, take over his father's lab as soon as his father dies.
Yeah, it's gonna be Teen Iron Man.
And then there's definitely gonna be a kiss between Greg and Carolina next episode. I was wrong for once with my predictions.
They got pretty close. So, like, the when you, like, take a ruler and measure how close they were, that was pretty close, I think.
It was, like, less than a foot.
Yeah.
Nico and Alex, they're gonna find Alex, and Nico and Alex are gonna have a beautiful reunion where Nico realizes her true feelings for him. Because she's already realizing them, but I think she's gonna truly have realized them when, like, he's put in danger.
You think this is happening, like, next up, or, like, by the, like, long term?
Oh, 100%
like, at the end of the
next
season?
episode. They can't make Alex be kidnapped for more than an episode.
No, I mean the whole feelings thing.
Oh, the feelings things, I think as soon as Alex is put in danger, Nico's gonna realize her true feelings for him.
She's probably gonna use some magic shit
consummated,
to save him.
quote-unquote consummated next episode. Yeah. They're probably not gonna have sex yet.
Yes, no.
We don't know, though. This is Hulu. They've mentioned Greg Sulkin's junk on multiple occasions.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, no, she's definitely gonna bring the magical staff out, and that's gonna come into play. Yeah. She's gonna say the secret passcode. Bitch took your diary. And then
that should be the outro of the podcast.
Bitch took your diary.
Bitch took your diary. See you later. See you next week.
I'm just wondering how the raptor's gonna fit, because, like, obviously, if Gert's superpower is, like, to talk to the raptor, like, the raptor has to follow her everywhere she goes now.
Well, they're definitely not moving to the Yucatan.
Yeah. But, like, is the raptor just gonna come on all these adventures now with them?
Oh, I'm sure. I think she's gonna, make herself a nice saddle for the raptor so she can ride her around. The raptor's probably gonna get a name in the next episode. Because did you see how excited Gert was when she realized the raptor was a she?
It's a Gert, yeah. Mm-hmm. I did see, like, because, you know, like, the raptor's in the comics, so I think I know what the name is, so I'll keep mum on that, because, I don't know. I feel like saying things from the comics is, like, pre-spoilers, and, like, a Game of Thrones, like, Harry Potter kind of way, which I don't really want to do.
And especially since I haven't read anything about the comics, so, like, I'm coming at this from a very pure standpoint.
Yeah. You are a very pure person, Raquel. You are.
It's the only thing I'm pure about.
Until the kink police come.
Did you know that so I have a coworker. I have multiple coworkers, but this was between 3 coworkers. One got married a couple weeks ago, and while she was away for her wedding, I, like, made a joke to another coworker who's, like, very gullible, and I just looked at her and was like, you know Megan can have sex now, right? And And my coworker just looks at me and she, like, thought I was being serious. And she was like, Raquel, you were telling me about a one-night stand, like, 2 weeks ago.
It should have been like, you should be like, they have a fetish for... Do you know what fetish means?
I have
it means
a quilt
you really
fetish.
like them. Oh, no. Oh, those poor people.
I think she knows what a fetish is now. Anyway, what other people? Are we forgetting anything? Molly, Carolina, Greg Sulkin.
All the goddamn parents.
Oh my god,
There's so
all
many
of the
them.
parents. There's definitely going to be something about Hot Asian Dad and Greg Sulkin's mom in the next episode.
They had a look at each other.
They did have a look.
Yeah.
They had a sensual look of we get each other, or we're on the same page, that we're cheating on our spouses with each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that covers it. This episode was brought to you by Lyft and the Los Angeles Tourism Board.
Yeah. I just hate... I wish they at least had more behind-the-scenes interviews, because it's just like the same 3 ones over and over again.
It's the same, like, 2 to 3 ones over and over and over again. And since it's Hulu, we're forced to watch them.
Yeah. And I feel like Greg Sulkin keeps... like. He keeps saying something's juicy, I think, like in one of those, and I just laugh every time he says that word.
And every single time Alex's character is like, LA is just so vibrant and young.
Yeah. So much culture, so much diversity.
And then, like, Molly's actress and Nico's actress are just like, look at our ethnic diversity! We're so ethnic!
It's a very ethnic show.
At least they're not supported by Uber.
Oh, yeah.
They picked the right bad car sharing service.
Yeah. There aren't really any winners, but if you had to pick one, I guess it'll be Lyft.
Yeah.
Let me just get on my zip car really quickly.
Sorry, I'll be right there. I need to switch zip cars. This one isn't big enough. I need to get there before midnight or I'll be charged for another day.
Like, I mean, that's not even the worst product placement I've ever seen. I don't actually watch the show, but I saw a YouTube clip. But someone in Hawaii 5-0 on CBS was like, "Oh, why don't you Bing it?"
I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah, just Bing it.
I feel like I've been having dreams. Okay, I've been having a lot of work stress dreams lately, and because it's Christmas and just things are hectic.
Yeah.
And there's this one person who always orders from Bing, and it always tells you, like, what search engine they found your website through. And every time I see it, it's just like, this is their first order from Bing. This is your second order from Bing. And I've just been having lots of dreams about, like, hand-stitching dolls and, like, trying to make orders through Bing and having, like, my bosses, like, over my shoulders being like, are you sure you want to use Bing for that? That's all. This is life at a toy company during the fourth quarter.
That's pretty nightmarish, though.
Yeah.
Anything involving Bing really is.
Who created Bing?
Microsoft.
Oh, that's why it hurts me. Has Microsoft made phones?
They do Windows phones.
Oh, yeah. I've been so deep into the Apple train that, like, I'm not familiar with this life anymore.
Yeah, no, I've never been a Windows or Microsoft guy in general. Like, I think the Xbox is the only Microsoft product I've owned.
Is Xbox Microsoft?
Xbox is Microsoft, yeah.
When's Apple going to come out with their gaming system?
I don't think they're interested in that industry. They're just trying to, like, utilize their mobile, like, there are all these crappy iPhone games that people eat up anyway, so I think they're good on that front.
Yeah, I have a friend who works at Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
I think,
but I hate mobile games anyway, so I'm okay with missing out on that.
Considering the fact that I don't ever buy any gaming consoles, I'm too deep into the mobile game life.
Yeah.
I had, like, a record-breaking high score on Tetris for a couple of years there.
Wow, like world record? Are you gonna be famous?
No, but it was pretty high. It was definitely like people would be like, "No, I'm good at Tetris," and I'm like, "No, you don't understand.
Let me tell you something.
I'm really good at Tetris."
Let me show you my stuff. Anyway,
are we all set? We covered everything.
I guess so. Yeah, it feels because I finished that Punisher show I talked to you about.
Oh, you did? How many episodes was it?
There were 13 episodes, and they all came out the same time because it's Netflix. Mm-hmm. And I had to watch it all because I had to review the last 3 episodes for that Marvel site. And
okay.
It was fine. Like, there was nothing particularly unique about it. So, like, I probably wouldn't recommend it to people, like, outside the Marvel know. There was some weird, like, political, like, this weird diatribe about gun control because there was, like, this gun control senator who was, like, very cowardly and was a really bad person. So, I don't know. The show rubs me off, like, on the wrong ways.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I'm all caught up with Marvel stuff now, and, like, Runaways seems to be, like, an easy thing to get into.
I saw a trailer for Black Panther yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, man, that movie's gonna be really good.
I'm probably not gonna see it.
It's from the dude who made Creed.
I didn't
which
see
is
that.
also Creed's a very good movie. And Fruitvale Station, which was also a very good movie.
You're naming a bunch of movies I've never seen.
They all have Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, okay. Well, I love Michael B. Jordan because Michael B. Jordan was in Friday Night Lights.
Oh, that is true.
The TV show, which I have seen.
I've only seen his movie stuff. But he's
like doing it. He's actually pretty successful.
I'm waiting for like his first Oscar nom. He's a really good actor.
But he's not going to get Oscar nominations for like this like Marvel movies.
For Creed, like
he could have for Creed.
Yeah, and that was the whole Oscar so white year.
Oh.
Yeah.
But long-term predictions, he'll probably get an Oscar nomination in like 2 to 3 years.
He's doing another movie with that same director. He's doing a 4th movie with that same director, so like that will probably be it.
Okay.
Yeah, about like some like public school like teaching scandal, I think. So that seems like a intriguing story that would be very Oscar friendly instead of.
I mean, in your dream world, Marvel movies will start to get nominated for Oscars.
Suicide Squad won an Oscar. That's a DC movie. It won Best Makeup, and I thought that was the stupidest thing ever.
I also didn't see Suicide Squad.
Don't watch Suicide Squad is not a movie. It's pretty bad.
Well, like, if it's makeup or special effects, that's different.
Yeah.
It's like best actor, best screenplay, best director.
Yeah, unless you're like Heath Ledger playing the Joker, I don't think you're getting jack shit.
I mean, what was that movie that got nominated 2 years ago for... And it was like a sci-fi... You loved it. I remember you being
Mad Max Fury Road?
Yeah.
Mad Max Fury fucking Road. It's an excellent movie.
And I watched the first 5 minutes and then was like, okay.
Oh my god. I love that movie.
We should do an entire Oscars recap this year.
Yeah, because it's that time, Call Me By Your Name, Lady Bird.
Both of which I've seen.
Yeah, like that's on my list
Project.
Right now. I don't even know anything about that one.
Oh, maybe that one's a little bit too indie, but Willem Dafoe's in it.
Okay.
I have Movie Pass, so now I have no reason not to see all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
And I bought the Movie Pass deal where it was $86 for a year of unlimited theater movies.
Okay.
So I can see any movies in theater.
Oh, I should look into that. That's really
It's really good. It's actually incredible.
I still want to watch Coco.
Grace and I are going to go see that this week.
Mm-hmm. And my parents want to watch Justice League, and I do not want to watch Justice League.
Because it's DC.
I don't care if it's DC, because Wonder Woman was a good movie, but this particular movie does not look good.
But I feel like it's your job as someone who watches these types of things.
Yeah, I should. I should be informed. If it's bad, I should be able to tell you why it's bad and stuff. But I don't want to waste 2 hours of my life.
Because that's it's bad that I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
I mean, you're not. It's not like I'm doing my duty by watching Wonder. Like,
yeah, but
you will be
like
forgiven if you don't watch Wonder
feminist woman. It's one of those things that you kind of just are like, well, you have to have seen Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't. I've been hearing some stuff about Gal Gadot that I'm not liking.
I embroidered dolls for her children. Fun fact.
What?
Yeah.
I did not. What?
So you know how at my job we'll do like these hand-stitched monograms onto the hearts of the animals?
Yes.
Basically, our PR person is just like a fucking pro, and she'll just call us and be like, okay, these 2 dolls are going to Amanda Seyfried's new baby. These 2 are going to Gal Gadot's new baby, or old baby, that she has actual grown children. Who else have I done one for? We're doing one for the guy from Breaking Bad who just had a baby, or is having a baby.
Aaron Paul, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing one for Aaron Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And like, generally just like very D-list celebrities will end up with Hazel Village animals. So,
I mean, I recognize all those names, so they're at least B level.
Who's the one? Oh, his name starts with a D. It's like Declan or something. He was in... Oh! You know what he was in? He was in Amazing Spider-Man 2... No, Amazing Spider-Man 1. He's the evil friend from high school.
I think I know who you're talking about. Oh, the evil friend? Oh, Dane DeHaan?
Yeah! I made one.
He was in 2,
I did one for him, too.
He was in Chronicle with Michael B. Jordan.
I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2 on a date, so I exclusively see Andrew Garfield movies on dates, so then I, like, block them out afterwards, because it's always just...
Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah, you watched Hacksaw Ridge on a date.
No, I didn't. Thank God I didn't watch Hacksaw Ridge on a date. I forgot about that.
Martin Scorsese's Silence.
It's just after those 2... I've only been on 2 dates to go see a movie in my life, and both were to go see Andrew Garfield movies.
100% of the movies.
Both of them, I dumped the boy at the end. So
Andrew Garfield.
I just need to... yeah, basically. So I just need to not go see Andrew Garfield movies on dates ever again. Or
you can watch the one where he has polio on a date.
Oh, when's that one coming out?
I feel like I missed it coming out. I don't remember if it actually did or not.
Was that? Yeah, that probably seems like one that came and went. He's definitely trying for an Oscar now.
I mean, he was nominated for Hacksaw Ridge, I think. So.
Yeah, and I think now he's like, this could happen for me.
Yeah.
Laura and I have an ongoing thing because both of us love him, and love Never Let Me Go. Have you seen that?
I know what it's about. I've never actually seen it.
It was just a movie that like they kind of, you could tell it was almost like Oscar worthy, but came out at the wrong time, so it just got looked over. And it's so good. And we were just like, oh, remember when Andrew Garfield made good movies, and now he's like trying to, but his movies are a little bit too like, look at how hard my life is as a white man.
Yeah, he's honed in on, like, working with prestigious directors and writers, but he's in, like, that kind of movie now.
Yeah.
Like, here, I'm in World War II, and I'm a Christian who saved everyone as a medic, and now I have polio, and...
I hated that movie so much. I hated Hacksaw Ridge. It was probably my least favorite movie that I saw that was nominated for an Oscar.
Right. I saw that, and I missed a lot of those. I've been missing a lot of Oscar movies in the past couple years.
You gotta get better.
Yeah, last year I saw Hell or High Water.
That was fine.
And
I saw every single one last year.
Yeah. God, I don't even remember what else was nominated that year. They're really pushing for a Wonder Woman Best Picture nomination, which I think is absurd. 'Cause like, the only thing you can really say was that, yes, we finally had, like, a good female-led superhero movie, and also it was a DC movie that didn't suck, but that's really all it's got going for it. It was not, like, a fantastic experience or anything.
Yeah. I don't know. I know for, like, the women I know that watched it were like, finally.
Yeah.
And they, like, thought it was funny and fun. And my sister was like, the romance. Chris Pine is definitely one of my favorite Chris's.
I think objectively he's the best actor Chris out of, like, the the main, like, 4 superhero Chris's. You know, Pratt, Hemsworth, and Evans. Like, he's objectively the best actor out of all 4 of those.
Really?
Yeah, Chris Pratt's the worst one.
You don't like Chris Pratt?
No, I like Chris Pratt, but I think he's the worst actor. I think he has the least amount of range.
Oh, interesting.
Like, Chris Pine, like, he has done roles where I'm like, wait, that's Chris Pine? Like, it's just, like, he totally, like, changes his appearance or his accent, and he, like, does different genres and whatnot. Chris Hemsworth has proven that he can be really funny in recent years, so he has a little more versatility than the other ones, I think. And Chris Evans is just, like, he's fine. He's, like, a good actor, but he's not, like, outstanding. And then Chris Pratt's just Chris Pratt in every movie he's in. So that's the order of Chris's, as said by Chris.
Your speed just slowed down a little bit and then got really fast.
As I keep saying the word Chris.
Chris. You're my favorite Chris.
Oh.
Anyway, I like Liam Hemsworth more than Chris Hemsworth.
It's fair, yeah. But,
maybe it's just, I think it might be a generational thing. Like, you hit 30, and then Chris Hemsworth becomes the hotter Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Have we already discussed the Hemsworths? We discussed Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, I did name drop Luke Hemsworth because he was in Thor Ragnarok.
No, yeah, it was Luke Hemsworth that we discussed.
Yeah, because there was a scene in Thor Ragnarok where there were actors acting out a scene from the second Thor, and Luke Hemsworth was playing the Thor actor, which I thought was really funny.
Oh.
And Matt Damon was Loki, and everyone was like, wait, what the fuck is Matt Damon doing in this movie?
I don't know anymore.
Matt Damon, yeah.
He's
disappearing in movies.
My voice just died.
Oh my god.
It's just like, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Have you seen Good Will Hunting?
Yes. I actually saw it very recently because I was like, it's a problem that I've never seen this movie.
It's my little sister's favorite movie because it involves, number 1, math, and number 2, cute guys were her words.
But cute, problematic guys.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. But I like, Matt Damon.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Mm-hmm. Oh, I never thought he was attractive, and then I saw The Martian, and I was like, since when has Matt Damon been hot? Because this is new to me. That's really how I felt. Okay, we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I think
really
like
means
the
I have
past
to
20
pee.
minutes have not been Runaways lately. Okay.
They haven't been related to Runaways at all. They've been planning.
I mean, this is
future
to be
Oscars.
expected. Yeah. I mean,
We'll
like
do an
I don't
Oscars
think
series because
Yeah,
I think
sure.
that'd be fun, especially since
Now we
we
have to
once again have
roast
very
them.
different tastes in movies.
Yeah, I forget when the noms are coming out.
It's like
First of all, do
January.
people say noms?
I don't think they say noms. I think they say nominations.
Oh, whatever.
They
because,
might
like,
text
the golden.
it.
Yeah, I think the golden. Oh, okay, January 23rd, but then the Golden Globes are the month before the nominations.
Oh, so
And
we'll have
those
to
are
do
like the-
Golden Globes.
The practice Oscars.
And I always host an Oscars party, so you should come to New York for that.
Yeah, let me check my schedule, but I don't really know
It's
when
on a
what my schedule
Sunday.
will be like. Yes.
That's the only thing I can tell you is it's on a Sunday. Last year I got so drunk that I had to leave work early the next day because I was so hungover.
Oh my god.
At like 3 I left and was just like, I have a headache. Whoops.
One more thing, since to the Marvel half of the audience, there is for like the 2 people, one is an OC fan, the other one is a Marvel fan. The trailer for the next Avengers movie is going to be out. By the time this is released, I think it'll be out already because we're going to release this on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And this movie is going to have literally everyone,
Including Spider-Man.
including Spider-Man.
Do you think
So,
I can
like-
find a way to watch Spider-Man on the internet?
I Dropboxed it to a friend of mine, and I can do the same for you.
Hit me up with that. I want to see it.
Yeah, I will say you might need to like Wikipedia a couple stuff for like 5 minutes before you watch it, but like it's pretty like.
Do you have
this
to
is a
have
Spider-Man
backup,
movie.
or is it just like you have to be?
This is very
up
much
on?
like in. This is very much in that universe where like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor exist.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I probably.
But it's kind of interesting because they talk. It's interesting because they talk about the Marvel characters as though they're like the way we would with real life celebrities.
Oh,
so like, there's, like,
cool.
Yeah, so there was like a moment where like these kids are like they're playing Marry, Fuck or Kill, but like with like Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk, like moments like that. And there's like like pictures of famous scientists, like like Tesla and Edison, and then there's like Bruce Banner is in there too.
Okay.
So it's very much like what if like Marvel was like real, and all you have to really know, like you can just Wikipedia stuff before that, but it's very much like this is a teen movie about Spider-Man and like the whole balance of like I'm a superhero but also I'm just a kid, like that kind of stuff.
Okay, interesting. I'll watch it and then I'll let you know. I'll review it on the podcast because that's what we're here for, and it's Marvel. Yes. Yes, Avengers is definitely Marvel.
Yeah, I think the thing you would have to look at is because before this movie, this version of Spider-Man first appeared in the third Captain America movie, and they referenced that like in like the first 5 minutes. So like you kind of had to read up on like what happened there.
Okay,
but I mean it shows you what happened in that movie from Peter Parker's perspective, so that might even make sense without looking it up, honestly.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay, I will drop out that to you tonight then. Okay. But it takes a while to upload.
What was the line that I decided was the outro?
Bitch took your diary.
It doesn't work. Bitch took your diary. See you later. I'm
Goodbye.